Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 News at 6.
A community is in mourning tonight after a pair of 13-year-old girls were hit and killed early this morning by a driver who left them for dead. Good evening, I'm Cameron Riddle.
And I'm Elena Holland. So this happened on Flint's north side.
We're told by police the two girls were crossing North Saginaw Street near Carton Street when they were hit by a maroon-colored vehicle traveling northbound on Saginaw.
Now the suspect's vehicle has been recovered by police, but the driver himself or herself has not been located.
At this hour, we still do not know the names of those two teens who were killed.
Anyone with information on this hit and run is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-422-JAIL. Once again, that number 1-800-422-JAIL.
We'll continue to stay on top of this story and bring you any information as it comes into the Continuous News Center. Of course, we'll have that on air, online, and on the mobile app.
All right, Cameron, ready?
I'm set. Go.
And go. Thousands embarked this morning for the 41st, aging it a year, Crim Festival of Races in Flint.
Runners from all around the world are taking part in that competition designed to promote healthy living.
Now, this year's course saw some alterations due to a remediation project along the Flint River in downtown Flint. But all runners and walkers have the same destination. Of course, that's to finish crossing that finish line.
That's right. TV5's Jason Fielder begins our team coverage tonight with highlights from today's race.
An estimated 15,000 runners hit the bricks for the 41st annual Crim Festival of Races. On a very cool morning with temperatures in the low 50s, Julius Kogo pulls away from the field during the Bradley Hills section of the course. The 32-year-old from Kenya goes on to become a 6-time winner of the Crim with an overall time of 47 minutes and 1 second.
Julius Kogo is going to be a 6-time winner.
Ethiopia's Buze Deriba Kajela finishes as the fastest female runner in the 10-mile race. The first-time Crim participant finishes in 51 minutes and 49 seconds. She and Kogo will each take home $3,000 in prize money. The first female to cross the finish line from Michigan is from Grand Blanc, so this race has extra special meaning for her.
It's big, yeah. It feels good. Just hometown. I'm close to hometown, so, you have a lot of people out there who just know me from when I was in high school, and I've continued to follow my running. The
fastest male runner from Michigan is Dathan Ritzenhein from Grand Rapids. Ritzenhein won last year's Crim race and finished 4th overall today.
I was hoping to come back and win again this year, but I didn't feel quite as good as I did last year, but I ran about the same time, but the competition was stiffer.
Ritzenhein says he plans to return to Flint next year to take part in what he calls a staple of America's road race circuit. From the Crim Festival of Races in downtown Flint, I'm Jason Fielder for Sports Extra.
Well, thank you very much, Jason. They can run a lot faster than I think either one of us.
Yes, definitely me.
Of course, the elite racers from across the country may have been in mid-Michigan to participate in today's race, but residents from all over Flint and the surrounding areas have participated in the Crim Festival of Races for more than 40 years.
Among them, a man who's been hitting the pavement since he was just 7 years old, and for him, the race is tradition. TV5's Cody Kaczynski has his story.
That's the sound of a mother watching her son finish the Crim. Cole started running Crim events at 7 years old. Now 20, he's on his 5th 10-mile race, getting better and better each year.
And usually he's first in his class, so today he wants to do 65 minutes.
He beat that goal, finishing 3 minutes faster. Jennifer Davis skipped out on the race this time to get healthy again for next year, but her son kept the family tradition alive.
Like, literally, he's mad that I'm not doing it this year. He says, you didn't do your priorities straight, Mom, because this is like a family tradition.
Davis started her kids out young with the Crim. The Teddy Bear Trot was their first taste at running, and they quickly worked their way up to the 5K and finally the 10-mile.
My husband and I do it, like last year we did the 10, and my daughter does the 10. This year she's doing the 5K. He's the only one doing the 10, but literally it is a family tradition since they were tiny.
As the star runner in the family, Cole even qualified for bigger races around the country.
I'm very proud. It makes me feel good that they embrace that they know it's good for their health, and every summer it's like a big deal. We're going to start training for it. I mean, he runs all year round, but it's just neat to know that it's a tradition we started and they're continuing.
Jennifer Davis says her son will begin preparing for the Boston Marathon soon, but the Crim is where it all started. Reporting in Flint, Cody Kaczynski, WNEM TV5.
All right, thank you very much, Cody. And as thousands of people crossed the finish line today in very much of excitement, it was a somber celebration for the race's founder. That's, of course, Bobby Krim, as his health has forced him into retirement.
He said even though today may be his final race, it is not the end of life's marathon.
Well, it's been a beautiful day across mid-Michigan today as we take a live look over the Tri-Cities and Flint there. And we had some beautiful blue skies and sunshine today. Of course, outdoor activities went off without a hitch as well.
Yes, they did. But will they stay until tomorrow? To answer that, this guy right here. Dan Drew joins us now from the First 1-5 Weather Center. Dan, how's it looking?
Oh, boy, it's looking pretty darn good this evening, and it looks like it's going to stay that way as well. Now, folks out at the Crim today certainly had a good day to go outside and run. A little bit on the cool side, but I don't think too many runners were complaining. And you know what? It's staying a little bit on the cool side. We haven't dealt with any rain. Here's a look outside at our US 10 camera, and we are seeing some high, thin clouds entering the picture. There's not a lot out there, but there are just a few, and that is blocking the sun just a little bit this evening. Now, First Warn 5 Sky Tracker showing those clouds coming in from the west and areas right along the 127 corridor. So Clare, Mount Pleasant, Elma, you're seeing a few more of those clouds than the rest of mid-Michigan. If you're in the Tri-Cities, Flint, or in the Thumb, we're not dealing with as many clouds. But you can see some rain to our west in Wisconsin. The good news for us as that gets closer to us, well, it's going to continue to fade. Temperatures right now, 70 degrees in Flint. It's 71 in Owasso, 72 right now in Imlay City, 71 in Saginaw, 67 in Bay City, 70 right now in Midland. The rest of mid-Michigan in the low 70s and the upper 60s, 72 in Mount Pleasant, 66 in Port Hope, and it's 71 right now in Caro. If you're headed to Dow Diamond today for the Loons game at 7:05, well, temperature of 70 degrees with plenty of sunshine. I'll let you know how long this beautiful weather sticks around coming up in your First Warn 5 7-day forecast. Guys.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Still unfolding tonight, widespread devastation as Texans survey the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey.
Now the focus now shifts to the storm's dangerous flood threat. The Category 4 storm made landfall in Texas last night, but has now downgraded to a tropical storm. As
you can see right here, heavy damage destroyed buildings as downed trees came down as well. All of this can be found in the area of Port Arkansas and Rockport.
Now, the Texas governor says help is on the way from teams positioned before Harvey even arrived.
They needed to wait out the storm, and now they're beginning to go through the process of search and rescue to make sure that we save as many lives as possible.
Harvey is expected to stick around for the next coming days and could then spin back into the Gulf and strike again next week. The biggest concern right now is the possibility of between 20 and 30 inches of rain.
President Trump has already signed a disaster declaration for 6 coastal counties and is monitoring the storm from Camp David. New tonight, the new school year is almost upon us, and several events today helped families celebrate the end of summer and, of course, the start of a new school year. Folks came out to Buena Vista Township on South Outer Drive for the 19th annual Back to School Rally, a fun-filled day of carnival rides, educational activities, and so much more. This year's over 600 backpacks filled with school supplies were given away, along with vouchers to some of your favorite stores. Victorious Believers Ministries hosted today's events.
And right across from our studios, families celebrated the 3rd annual Great Lakes Bay Kids Fest. From inflatables to games to free food and entertainment this afternoon was surely a good time for all. Many STEM activities were also offered, including learning to build a rocket and DNA discovery. Free school supplies were also handed out to the kids.
And look out for these orange barrels. MDOT reconstruction is about to begin for 2 miles of I-69. Construction will include work on 8 bridges and ramps between Ballinger Highway and Fenton Road. Crews removing the pedestrian bridge east of Hammerberg Road. The $34 million project begins tomorrow and lasts through November. Traffic will be maintained with single-lane closures and some detours for ramp closures. While North Korea launches a barrage of missiles.
Find out when they occurred and what the U.S. officials are saying they're going to do after these launches.
And for all your breaking news and weather 24/7, remember to like us on Facebook. You'll find the latest headlines, Facebook Live reports, and up-to-the-minute weather information.
And people all around mid-Michigan got a little ducky today. I don't even know what that means. But on the other side of the break, we'll tell you and why they were quacking for a cause.